Yo, we got on here. Popcorn, what's good? Nothing much. Just got off work. Trying to get on here. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the playoffs a little bit. I'm gonna let some more people get on here, then we get into that. Might as well talk about the best thing going. Let me turn this fan off. Yeah, the playoff is looking good though. I mean, you probably got the best four teams with with Oklahoma, Clemson, OSU, and then LSU. And I know I had OSU fans telling me root for them. I'm rooting for LSU. I've always kind of liked LSU, but they got Joe Burrow, and I love great quarterback play, so I'm riding with LSU. Wolverine Bully said, "Yo, yo, yo, what up, bro? What's going on?" 82 HB, yo, what up? Nate Kingston, what's going on? Top Daddy says, "Good evening, everyone." Yeah, it is insane that OSU had Joe Burrow. That just speaks to how much talent that they get. Randall says, "Yo, let's get right into it. Let's just get into it." Willie says, "How are you feeling about Bama wideouts?" Not good going against Don Brown. I ain't feeling good about that. This is the reason why I talk about Don Brown and his scheme, because teams like Bama, you're not going to be able to get away with that stuff. You can't get away with that stuff in the NFL consistently. So what makes you think you can do it in college? Let's see. Yeah, I heard about that rumor with Shay, Lucas, and I don't think Shay's staying. Shay's not going. His I'm hearing his family said that that's not. He's not going to try to get that fifth year. He's just going to try to go pro. Honestly, as well as he played, I just don't. Shay's ceiling isn't that high, because he's gonna always make the bonehead mistake. He's gonna drop the ball unforced, just drop it, things like that. He's gonna do that. So the ceiling won't be that high, because you're gonna be in a close game where turnovers and mistakes will beat you, and he's always gonna make that mistake. That's just who he is. That's who Shay is. He's gonna always make one or two bonehead mistakes a game. That's definitely not a rivalry. Yeah, Jay Marion, I'm ready to see Dylan or Joe. Definitely, I'm ready to see Dylan or Joe. And Don Brown got to go. That's facts. Yeah, Terry. Shay doesn't have it to make it in the NFL. If he was he's probably not gonna get drafted, but if he'll probably get invited to a camp or whatever. If he was to make it in the NFL, I'd be shocked. Like that, I would put money against that. Daniel says, if I got hired with the coaching staff, I would set an off-season goal as a commitment to go to the Horseshoe and get revenge in front of their hostile crowd after what they did to us at home. Yeah, the difference is their crowd will show up. Our crowd didn't even show up. You didn't know if that was it looked like a bowl game. where you see half and half. It didn't look like a true Michigan home game. And that's part of the problem right there also. I mean, it is. Demir said Don Brown wins big games, says no one ever. Joe Milton or Dylan next year. I'm going with Joe. I got to ride with that big dude. I got to ride with that 6'5", 250, 260 with a cannon. You can't teach that. Those are him being able to shrug off linebackers and DNs and being able to throw it 60, 70 yards. You can't teach that. You can't teach that athleticism. You can't teach somebody to be big as hell. You can't teach that. That's the difference between Dylan and Joe. Joe is built like a grown man since he came on campus. Dylan still looks like he's a senior in high school. But I like Dylan, but I don't think he can handle being a starter. His body can't handle it. He's too skinny and too frail. But he might put on some weight. But that you can put on weight, but that don't mean your bones can take the punishment. His bones just might not be able to take it. Randall says it doesn't matter how many Bama seniors going to sit out. They'll beat us with their third string. They got them dudes. And people talking about Bama isn't that good this year and all that. Save that. They went toe-to-toe with LSU. They basically went toe-to-toe with them. Bama has talent for days. OSU, you can say OSU, Bama has just as much talent. What do you think about Gaddis learned this year that he may use in the future? I think what up, LaRon? I know you from Facebook. Gaddis has learned that he has to, because it didn't start clicking until he started asking Nico and DPJ and Shay what plays they run well. So because you might see plays in practice or plays that you think will work, but the players can't execute them. So now he knows I need to talk to these dudes and see what they like to run, what they run best, and, talk to my players and not just go out there calling plays. And he has to learn to adjust when the defense adjusts. Okay, now I got to make adjustments. I can't just try to run the same thing all game. That's what makes a good coach, a great coach, and a good coach. A great coach will adjust year to year, different players. He will adjust his scheme, adjust in game. Good coaches and all right coaches, they don't adjust. They try to force their schemes and everything down the players' throats. Great coaches adapt their scheme to the players they have. And that could be game by game or whatever. It's a big difference. Just like last year with OSU. OSU likes to run their quarterback, but they got a dude that's a top pocket passer. So let's adjust the scheme and let it fly. What I'm finna make this dude try to be JT Barrett for when he got top arm talent? That'd be dumb. Then you get Fields this year. They running it, throwing it, doing both. He can do both, so let's do both. That's great coaching. You got to tip your hat to him. Same thing with like LSU. I appreciate the $10 super chat. I can't see your name just yet, but I will get to you. Hold on, let me get my phone. Susan, I appreciate it. I appreciate the super chat, Susan. Joe Milton, huge arm, 6'5", 240. To be honest, I'm shocked that he's at Michigan, and I'm even more shocked that he basically hasn't been played. That's a fact, Terry. We want people, we want dudes to be a finished product and then put them in the game and stuff. Sometimes you got to ride with that potential and let them learn on the field because the game isn't practice. Everybody, that's people's favorite line. Practice, they're in practice. They see him in practice. Practice ain't the game, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it's not the same. If Harbaugh gets fired, who's the next good coach? That I don't know. I would probably want like Brett Venables. I don't know if I said his last name right, but what's his Clemson's defensive coordinator. He just signed another deal this year, but being an assistant coach and a head coach, it's going to be about a $10 million difference or something like that, $7-8 million difference, especially at Michigan. So if Harbaugh was to get fired, I'd throw everything at him. Let's see. Daniel said last year's Peach Bowl loss showed how Harbaugh and Hamilton's offense won't cut it. So when we hire Gaddis to fix the issue, maybe this time it's Don Brown's turn to show his scheme won't cut it. That's a fact. Don Brown, Harbaugh adjusts. It takes him longer than normal. Like John Harbaugh, it don't take him that long. Jim, he's more stubborn. So it takes him longer to realize I have to adjust and adapt. So maybe the bowl game will be when then we're getting torched again. It's Don Brown's scheme. Harbaugh, you doing good. You have to keep adjusting until you get it right. You got to keep trying to find that right, fine-tune the offense, fine-tune the defense, fine-tune the type of players you recruit until it clicks. Okay, I got my offensive scheme. Okay, I got my defensive scheme. Okay, I got the players I want. Then it'll start clicking. But until you get all three phases and everything, it ain't gonna click all the way. Because good teams, great teams, like top teams like Bama, Georgia, LSU, OSU, Clemson, you need good offense, good defense. One or the other, you're going to lose. You're not going to win the championship. You might make the playoff, but you need good defense, good offense. Great offense, good defense. Great defense, good offense. You can't have a good offense, bad defense. Good defense, bad offense. You ain't finna win. You just not. You need them both. Jim Knotts needs to stop putting undersigned linebackers out there. That's Don Brown. But Harbaugh needs to talk to him about that. Don Brown, Harbaugh don't run the defense, y'all. That's Don Brown. Don Brown runs the defense. The Viper, nobody else runs that. Not anybody that I know of. That's Don Brown's scheme. The Viper. All that. So that's on Don Brown. Don Brown wanted undersized D tackles. That's what he wanted. He wanted faster D tackles. Some things you can't change. You need 320, 350 pound defensive tackles. That's what you need. Some things don't change with time. That's just what you need. You need big slobber knocker dudes in the middle. But he wanted slimmer, faster dudes. You see what happens. The Viper, when you got Hudson, the Viper is usually a DB, but this year Glasgow has worked his way up, so now he's one of the linebackers too. So we have two small linebackers, two undersized defensive tackles. Ball game. We about to run for 200 on you. Simple as that. Ryan Hawley said, "What would Michigan's record be with Justin Fields?" Probably one loss. Because Shay played like trash the first half of the season. Shay was horrible. So Wisconsin, who knows? We might have been able to beat Wisconsin. I don't know, because Don Brown's his undersized dudes, they kind of destroyed our offense. But we probably would have beat Penn State for sure. And then the OSU game, Don Brown's scheme, I'm not sure if Justin Fields can help us, can keep it close enough. 56, that's a lot of points. So we probably would have 2 losses. But he might have been able to score 40 and beat Wisconsin. But Wisconsin let off the gas against us, so it's hard to say. We probably would have 2 losses. one to Wisconsin, one to OSU. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the page, y'all. Subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Let's see. Jessica Dixon and the coaches to back up those good players. One won't work without the other. That's facts. You always need good coaching. If you got great coaching, you don't even need all 5 stars and 4 stars and 3 star. 5 and 4 stars. If you got great coaching, you can, because great coaches maximize their players, just like Nick Saban. Why do you think most of Bama players, they don't do that well in the NFL? Most of them, not all of them, but most of them don't do well in the NFL because they've maximized. Nick Saban has sucked every last drop of potential out of them before they even went to the pros. So their ceiling isn't much higher when they get to the pros. That's coaching, development. He squeezes every last drop of potential out of them in college. Now you get some wide receivers because, wide receivers, they'll have like 2 or 3 good wide receivers. So a lot of them, they still have potential. But most of the defensive dudes don't do much in the league. And the running backs, it's usually just the wide receivers and the offensive linemen. But the rest of them dudes, he's squeezing every last drop of potential out of them. Let's see. You say Georgia is subpar. They're not an excellent team. I'm not saying excellent as far as playoff team every year. And I'm talking about recruiting wise. Georgia has talent to play with anybody. They have the skill positions, players, and just the recruits to play with anybody. They might not have the coaching, but they got the talent and the recruits to play with anybody, bro. What's this talk about Shea Butter playing a 5th year? Is that possible, and why would anyone want that? They were saying that because I think his freshman year he burnt his red shirt when the starter at Ole Miss got hurt. So the rule wasn't in place then. So he'd be superseded, going back and trying to supersede the rule of the 4 games. You play 4 games and then you can red shirt. So that rule wasn't even in place when he did that. So that's just talk that fans been saying and stuff. But Shay's family said they're not going to do that. He's going to go pro, or he'll probably go play baseball. That's his best bet, honestly. And some fans love Shay, y'all. They just love him. Whoever's the starter or whoever, some of them love him for whatever reason. Now, I will say Shay balled the last few games, but my problem with Shay is he's always going to make that bonehead play. That's just him. He's going to make 1 or 2 bonehead plays a game. He could be playing the game of his life, and then he's going to make a bonehead mistake, and you're going to be like, really? You balling, all of a sudden you do something. But that's him. He going to make them bonehead mistakes. You can't win. You can't win championships with that. Big Ten, national. You can't with that. He can win you some games, but not the big ones. One pride. How you going to hold up against Bama's wide receivers? If we're smart, we're going to play zone. But we got Don Brown, so expect us to be blitzing and be in man coverage and expect us to get torched. That's just being honest. I'm going to do a video about that game probably tomorrow or Thursday. It's like 3 weeks away, but I guess I might as well make it. So hit the like button, y'all. Y'all in here, just hit the like button. Lulu, I appreciate it. Reminding me, because I get so focused and talking, I forget to tell people to like. Hit the like. Subscribe. If you're not subscribing, go on and do it, man. Daniel says there's pros and cons to this bowl. Pros to winning, finishing on a high note. Cons, Brown may not get fired. Pros to losing, like I said, to get Don Brown fired. Cons to losing, more offseason negativity. You're right. It is a pro and con with that. It's a give and a take. Honestly, I just don't see us being able to play with them like that. One, because we have little defensive tackles. They might not even have to use those wide receivers. They might just let Najee Harris just run it down our throat because we haven't showed that we can stop it. So, if you haven't shown you can stop it, a dude like Nick Saban, he's going to be licking his chops. Like, I'm about to run it down your throat. Let's see. Yeah, Mike Wooden, you right about developing players. I'm never saying nothing like that, bro. That you have to develop players. If you get 4 and 5 stars, hopefully they're better and you don't have to develop them. But a dude like Nick Saban, he gonna develop those players and maximize every drop of potential out of them. But you always got to develop talent. Just like Michigan State was coaching up that talent, those 3 stars going to the playoff, winning Big Ten championships when OSU was good. So that just lets you know right there. Coaching is huge. Jay Marion says, I see Najee Harris doing what Dobbins and Jonathan Taylor did to us. That's my worry. That's my worry because a dude like Nick Saban is going to say, they couldn't stop the run against Wisconsin and OSU. Well, I might not even throw a pass with my backup quarterback. I'm just going to run it down their throat and see if they can stop it. You can't stop it. Well, you finna have a long game. Because once you can't stop the run, the defense gets demoralized and they almost want to quit. That's what any team knows. If you can't stop the run, it's like, oh, God, it's going to be a long game. Terry, no, I'm not going to the Citrus Bowl. I don't got enough faith in this one to go to the game. Not this one. But the way it seems like Michigan plays in Florida every year, so they'll probably be in the Citrus Bowl next year, maybe. So exactly, you 50-50. Like, I wouldn't mind going to the game, but it's like I can't be sitting in there paying that money for the tickets and then bought me some snacks in there and we getting destroyed. We get destroyed. I'm like, I would just throw my snacks away and walk out. So I can't go just waste no money like that. I'm gonna have to eat my snacks on the way to the car. And he gonna cry in the car. He gonna cry in the car. One Prize says Harbaugh is mediocre. You may be right. We may be right. You may be right. Harbaugh usually, if we want to go on Harbaugh's history, Harbaugh usually does a quick fix where he gets it going faster. And now, if you look at it, it looked like that was going to happen with 2016. The 2016 team had one loss going into the OSU game and could have won that game. Some say should have won it. I'm not going to get into all that. But that would have been, we beat OSU. We probably most likely win the Big Ten championship, go to the playoff. That changes everything. We go to the playoff, you're going to get bigger name recruits. You're going to get that monkey off your back with OSU. The fact that we lost that game, I feel like it set us back. It set the Harbaugh and what he does. I feel like it set us back. Because that would have been his second year. Second year, you beat MSU, you beat OSU, and you go win the Big Ten and go to the playoff. I did what I said I was going to do. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if we went to the playoff that year and beat OSU, beat Michigan State, that takes a monkey off all our back. We kind of sitting back like, okay, even if we have a couple down years, okay, he got us there once. We see the potential. Okay. I don't care if you do it once every 4 years, win the Big Ten and make the playoff. But that when you get a team full of seniors and juniors, you got to maximize those dudes. Because you're going to have teams, Wisconsin is going to have, every team is going to have a team full of juniors and seniors at some time, and they're going to have 1 or 2 losses or just 1 loss. So it's crucial that you maximize on that, because you're not always going to have a great team like that with dudes that have started for 2 and 3 years. Yeah, Harbaugh is good. I'm not sure. He's stubborn. Harbaugh's stubbornness holds him back. Anthony Shepard, y'all actually get good recruits. Yeah, nobody's saying we don't get good recruits, but some of the caliber of recruits, and this can also be this. You can get good recruits, but okay, what type of recruit is he? Is you get a running back, a 4-star, 5-star running back. Is he a power back? Or do you get a 4-star running back that's a speed demon that's running a 4.3? All you got to do is get him the ball, and he gonna make magic happen. So it's a difference in recruit. What type of recruit are you looking for? Do you want? The top teams, they recruit speed. All the skill positions, corner, running back, wide receiver, they going for speed. That's what they want. Even safety, even linebacker, DN. Speed is the name of the game. You want speed at all 4 positions. Only positions you don't need speed is offensive line and defensive tackle. Don Brown. You don't need speed at defensive tackle. You just need quick feet. He's right by the center. He's right there. He just needs quick feet. Swim move. He right at the quarterback, or he's making a play in the backfield. But you need him to also be able to man up and force them to double team him. When you got little dudes out there, they gonna get manhandled. Michigan, Harbaugh don't develop talent. Who cares about recruiting? I feel like I missed what you were saying. My page jumps. Let's see. Everyone ready for the annual bowl game beatdown? No, we're not ready for that. Bobby Boucher, if Michigan actually beats Alabama, it would be better for recruiting. Yeah, that's a fact. Even though we beat them without Tua, you know you're going to hear that. Let's see. Cleveland fan says, I hate Michigan all year except for bowl season. All Big Ten should represent well. Jim Harbaugh will celebrate how much he loves Florida when he's down there. Meanwhile, when he comes back to Michigan press conference to talk about his love for the Michigan fans in Michigan. Bro, people love Florida. I don't people love to visit here. But Harbaugh, I live in Florida, bro, so I like it down here. But Michigan is my heart. I love Michigan. That'll never change. But Florida it's just beautiful down here. I mean, and the best recruits are down here. So you best be showing Florida some love. The fastest recruits are in Florida. Polar Bear Sleep says, I feel like you can tell if a legendary coach is a legend if you look at their press conference. Like Saban and Dabo are active and have a ton to say and not the same stuff like Harbaugh says. Harbaugh's weird. That's just a fact. Harbaugh is a weird introvert type. I know I can tell because I'm an introvert. and I can tell when he gets certain questions, it's like our brains like I want to go off on you. I'm fighting it though. I'm fighting it. I'm just figuring out what to say. Like, so I know I understand Harbaugh with that, but it's not good for press conferences and stuff like that. Like when people sometimes like just like having conversations, we don't know what to say. I understand that. I understand that because I'm like that with. So I understand Harbaugh on that, but it's not good. It ain't a good thing, that's for sure. Let's see. What's the take on Clemson and OSU? Randall, that's a good question. That's besides our game, that's the game I want to see is Clemson and OSU. Honestly, I expect Clemson's defensive coordinator. He's gonna run zone. He's gonna be running zone. He ain't gonna be a fool and be out there running man all the time. He runs a lot of zone. And when you run zone, it's gonna force the quarterback to actually read the field and not get confused. You get confused or you're not paying attention. You try to throw a deep post or something like that, and you don't see those linebackers sitting underneath it. It's gonna problems. So when you run zone like that, it forces a quarterback to be on his to bring his A game. And Clemson's got the dudes. They got just as much talent as OSU. They're not gonna be scared of them. So they might be able to slow down Dobbins and force Fields to beat them. But it's gonna be a good matchup. I'm definitely gonna be watching that game. I actually can't wait to watch that one. Let's see, Sean Schrock. How do you feel about Michigan's Mr. Football Cam Martinez choosing OSU over Michigan? I mean, dudes want to. This is why you have to get to the playoff. This is why you have to beat OSU and you have to win the Big Ten. And if you do those things, you will make the playoff. That's why we have to do it, because recruits, big name top recruits can go to Bama, they can go to Clemson, they can go to Georgia, or these top teams. If they go to any of those teams, Oklahoma, they have a chance of winning a championship. These top dudes, they want to win rings. They want to. Michigan gets to play. Michigan is on prime time all season, but once the season is over, the prime time is the playoff. These dudes want to get rings. You go to Clemson and you stay 3 or 4 years, you're probably going to get a ring. You go to OSU, stay 4 years, you got a good chance of being in the playoff 2, maybe 3 times and winning a ring. These dudes want to get a championship. That's what it's about in the end, is getting that hardware. I'm a national champion. That's what it's about. So I don't doubt that he chose OSU. They in the playoff. He just saw them stomp us. Even now, this is the thing though, you got to get dudes that want to change the culture though, to go to Michigan. Some of these dudes, they might have moved to Michigan, or their mom might be, their family might be Ohio State fans and they live in Michigan, or they might be MSU fans, whatever. You need dudes that love Michigan, that want to, we're going to change the narrative. I'm coming to you, coach, because I'm changing the narrative. We're going to beat OSU. You need dudes like that from Michigan that are tired of it, that are just as tired as us fans. They grew up loving Michigan, and it just so happens he's a beast. So you need dudes like that to change it. Other than that, you got to get to the playoff. You got to start getting to the playoff and going somewhere. Nobody want 2 losses, 3 losses, 2 losses. Oh, you out of the playoff. What are we playing for? The Who Cares Bowl? These dudes ain't dumb. They want to go get some hardware. What do I think the game time will be for Michigan? You talking about for Michigan or the OSU game? Honestly, that line probably gonna be real tight if you're talking about Clemson, OSU. If you're talking about Michigan, I think Michigan is a 7-point underdog, and that's gonna grow by the time the game comes. It'll probably be like 10 by the time the game gets here for Michigan, Alabama. Kevo got a glow. Gut feeling Milton just looks the part and will most importantly get it done. That's a fact. Milton looks the part of get on my back. I'm going, yeah, we not looking good today, but guess what? Get on my back. I'm gonna carry us to the dub. He looks that type of part. Like, get on my back. Don't worry. I got you. I know y'all noticed when he went in the end zone, it's only certain dudes do that. It's only certain dudes do that. Superman. Dude ain't no joke. You saw that from Cam Newton, NFL MVP, national champ, Division I national champ, Division II national champ. That's Cam Newton, Superman. Joe looks like one of them dudes. Maximums doesn't mean anything. What? Let's toast media. I don't know what you're talking about with that. Maximums. Wolverines bully. We get good one, not like Ohio though. Yeah, you're right. They get more because they win. When you win, winning solves a lot of everything. Cleveland fan says OSU 28-20. Honestly, I don't know what the score will be of that one. I haven't even really thought about it, but that sounds like that could be close. Let's see. God shall. Shay will be back next season. No, he won't. He ain't get that 5th year. They say his family said he's not even trying to get that 5th year. He's going. Shay's a baseball player, so he can try to go pro in baseball or football. But if he's smart, he's got a bigger chance with baseball. Baseball players can make tons of money. $300 million contract type money. Which one you want? Guaranteed. 10 years, $300 million, guaranteed. Guess what? After year 5, I'm horrible, and you still have to pay me. Polar Bear Sleep says, I think we need big LBs. Yeah, we need prototypical LBs, 240, 235 to 250. Anywhere in that range is fine. Cameron Snyder says ratings aren't everything. Derek Green was the top running back in the nation, was a bust. That's what I was saying. You can get these, like Harbaugh, he keeps getting these power backs, these Mike Hart type backs. That's fine if you got heart and passion like Mike Hart. That's fine. But everybody ain't built like that. Everybody don't got the passion and wherewithal of Mike Hart. Start recruiting fast. Speed kills. You need to be finding track dudes that run track. Fastest receivers we've had. Honestly, when I really think about it, we need to hire Brady Hoke as a recruiter. Brady Hoke recruit. Wasn't Peppers a Brady Hoke recruit? We need to hire him as a recruiter because he's good at it. The furthest we've went, the best team we've had under Harbaugh was 2016. They could play with anybody. And those were Hoke's recruits. Those weren't Harbaugh's recruits. Those were Hoke's. So we need to hire him back. He need to help you, Harbaugh, because he know how to recruit. Lulu, subscribe and hit the like button. Subscribe, y'all. Subscribe. Ain't nobody got no live better than this. I'm calling it out. I got the best live. Challenge me. Ain't nobody interacting with y'all like this, man. Let's see. Exactly, Jay Marion. Hope can recruit. I was thinking about this the other day. He can recruit. A lot of those dudes that Hope recruited, they playing on Sundays. And they not just getting minimal time. They're NFL starters. Like he put a lot of dudes in the NFL. So we need him. I had to really think about that the other day. Like, we need dude. We need him back to recruit at least. Ty B says OSU gonna play with a chip because everyone's sleeping on us. Everyone's saying Clemson is more talented. Ain't nobody saying that. Y'all coach wanted that number 1 seed so bad to avoid Clemson. We deserve the number 1 seed. Don't get scared now, Ryan Day. Don't get scared now. You ain't get that number 1 seed, and you got to play Clemson with good offense and defense. Everybody trying to play Oklahoma because they got great offense, horrible defense. They don't want to see Clemson. We deserve the number 1 seed. We've shown it all year. We were just number 1 last week. Don't get nervous now, Ryan Day. The boy got to see the defending champs. He started. We were just number 1 last week. That ain't fair. Are you gonna change us? Oh, no. Brandon. That man was scared. He was pleading his case, boy. It's too late. Honestly, LSU played a tougher schedule. If you want to just break down the schedules, OSU, y'all didn't play nobody on Bama's caliber. They played Bama with Tua. Who else they beat? They beat Auburn. No, did they play Auburn? LSU had a harder schedule. Would they be Texas earlier in the year? Was a slobber knocker. They just don't play better teams than y'all overall. Yeah, Joe, bottom line, I hear you. But you know y'all coach that boy was on TV whining. That boy was on TV whining, boy. Anthony Shepard sucks to have to root for somebody else's team. Yeah, with the Hulk and the Hulk, we need him. We need him back though. OSU fans, don't get mad. Y'all trying to avoid Clemson. Clemson is Clemson. They won last year. Like, we all know they beasting. Penn State ain't beating no Bama right now. Stop it. Penn State's quarterback, Clifford ain't that good, bro. He's just not that good. But they might have a chance without Tua, but I still don't think they would win that game. Penn State's offense is just all it is getting it to, what the hell's his name? The little fast wide receiver. What's it? What is his name? Hammond? I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Yeah, I know Texas isn't in the top 25, but they were when they played, bro. Bro, go back and look up when Texas played LSU. Texas was in the top 10 then. We're not talking about now. We're talking about when they played. Don't come for me. Don't come for me, bro. Don't come for me because I know what I'm talking about for the most part. For the most part, I ain't perfect, but most of the stuff I say, I know what I'm talking about. Go look at when Texas played LSU. Texas was a top 10 team. And besides that, they just played better teams than y'all. Let's just be 100. They played better teams than y'all. Y'all played Penn State, Wisconsin, and us. Ain't none of them teams that impressive. They're just not. I'm just going to be 100. We not that impressive. Penn State isn't, and neither is Wisconsin. Let's keep it a buck. I forget what camera this is. Hamler. Yeah, they offense is just Penn State's offense is just it's just about Hamler getting it to him and him exposing you and all that. That's their basic offense. When you play a good defense, that ain't gonna cut it. Having one dude that you're just trying to get the ball to. I'm not sure what type of camera this is, bro. I bought it from Best Buy a couple weeks ago. Somebody said Michigan Man Ray is back with his band Hootie and the Blowfish, or so I heard. Nate Kingston said Ryan Day might have shit himself after the reaction of college football rankings. He about did. It seemed like that boy was. We showed it. Oh, we got Clemson. Oh boy. Ooh. Calm down. Calm down. You still got a squad, boy. Calm down. Bro, ain't nobody hating on y'all. The big ball meanie, I'm gonna block you, bro. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. If anybody knows and watch my stuff knows that I give OSU credit for pretty much always being good since Tressel. But just be real. LSU played a tougher schedule than y'all. That's a fact. Matter of fact, I'll bring it up. Because I can't stand it. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. I know how to fix somebody like you, bro. I know how to fix somebody like you. I'm gonna pull up the schedule. Because I know who all played every team. We're gonna see LSU. Know how to fix a dude like you. Let's see. Texas was ranked high when they played, but I knocked them off. Since you want to knock them off, I knocked them off. Florida, Auburn, Alabama, Texas A&M, Georgia. Get out of here, bro. Beat it. Beat it. See, I love when somebody talk like that when I know I can just get you that quick, bro. That quick. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. They had a tougher schedule than y'all. Georgia, top 5 team. Alabama, top 4 team. That beat y'all right there. That beat y'all schedule right there, bro. I ain't even mentioned A&M, Auburn, Florida. Y'all didn't play no schedule like that, bro. Ain't nobody hating. They just played a tougher schedule than y'all. Get that crybaby stuff on, man. I'm crying. Y'all in the playoffs, show up. Y'all coach act like he the one scared. You can bring up the OSU fans, y'all in y'all feelings. Y'all, normally I show y'all love, but since y'all want to be in the comments and all that, I'm not going to show y'all none. Y'all crying because y'all coach scared. Y'all coach scared this time. That didn't make y'all feel good because y'all coach was, we should be number one. It's not fair. Who's the number 3 team? Clemson. Oh my God. It's over. Clemson. Justin, did that say Clemson? Yeah, coach, it said Clemson. Son of a bitch. We got to play Clemson. That crybaby stuff out of here. Y'all in y'all feelings. Stop it. Stop it. Get out y'all feelings. Y'all made the playoff. Not that crybaby stuff because you ain't number one. You want it? Get it the hard way. You got to play Clemson. Come over here with that crybaby stuff. Crybaby crap. Beat it. We got to play Clemson. Oh, God. Out of here. Jeremy Turner, yo, what's good, bro? It's all well, bro. I'm just on here, getting at these OSU fans. They in their feelings a little bit because I talked about Ryan Day and they schedule. King True TV, I already said you can take Texas off. If you take away the Texas game, they beat Georgia, stomped them. A&M, Alabama, Auburn, Florida. Y'all just didn't play as many good teams as them, bro. It's just a fact. I mean, I don't know why y'all trying to count hairs. Y'all in the playoff. Win it. You ain't gonna get no extra luck from me. I'm just gonna tell you how it is. Just the same way as I tell Michigan how it is. Y'all ain't gonna get no favor from me. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Sam Arnold, y'all scared, bro. Yo, other OSU fans in here already exposed that y'all was scared. I had to get on them. Bro, we have to play OSU. It ain't. That's just what it is. But y'all made the playoff. You that number 1 seed, Tucker. Y'all got to play them. I mean, what is it? What's the problem? They played a tougher schedule than y'all. That's just a fact. They played a tougher schedule than y'all. Y'all beat the same team twice. Stephen Cherry says, wasn't your coach crying about the reporters insulting him in the post-game press conference? He probably was. It don't bother me, though. Y'all getting bent out of shape. Y'all the ones all in y'all feelings. It don't bother me. Harbaugh weird. I already went over that. Harbaugh is a weird introvert character. So nothing he does surprises me. Let's see. Sam Martle says, we want Clemson. Just make sure y'all take care of Bama. See, Sam, I rock with you. I like that. We want Clemson. You in the playoff. You gonna have to beat them sometime. Y'all big and bad OSU. Clemson ain't nothing for you. I know what it is. Y'all still remember what they did to y'all last time y'all made the playoffs. I ain't want to bring it up, but it just kind of clicked in my head. I ain't want to bring that up, but they did do y'all bad last time. They did. But y'all got a different team, though. I expect it to be a good game, though. All bull stuff aside. Corey Smith says Michigan needs 3 weeks of hard nose to the grindstone practices. You can't make mistakes against Bama. If DPJ, Cesar Ruiz, and Nico want to impress, this is the last time before the draft. You're right, bro, but Harbaugh makes these dudes practice hard. They practice hard all the time. But I don't know. This year was Harbaugh's teams always get a lot of penalties and make some mistakes for the last few years. They weren't like that at first. Black Star 313 says, how you want to claim you're the best team and be scared to play Clemson? Soup this 2002. I love it, JO. You got me. Bro, I can't let you come on here and try to take over and, talk all that stuff. I try to speak facts. If I don't know what something is, if somebody puts it in, I'm going to be real. But with that schedule stuff, they just played a better schedule than y'all. It ain't a big deal, but that's just the truth. They played tougher teams than y'all. I love the Big Ten too, but it ain't the SEC. I thought the SEC would be down this year, but they weren't really down like I thought they would be. Stephen Cherry says Alabama could beat Michigan with their third string. They might be. It's not a knock losing to Alabama. If we lose to them, it ain't gonna be like, oh my God, we lost to Alabama. It's gonna be like, we lost to Alabama. Yeah, we had to play Alabama. So it ain't nothing to hurt us. Nate Creighton says, as a Michigan fan, bro, you got to put respect on OSU name. Bro, I done gave y'all a lot of respect over the last few weeks. But when y'all start getting ridiculous, I got to fire back. Roger Plott says the road to the championship is going to go through LSU and Clemson anyways. So let's go get this done. And if we don't, then we wasn't the best team, period. That's facts, Roger. That's facts. Otis Hall says they embarrassed OSU last time they played. That's why they don't want it in the first round. They did. I ain't want to bring it up. It just kind of clicked, but they did do y'all bad that time. Kedrian White says Sunshine meets Chase Young. He might. But Michigan kept Chase under wraps. They might be trying to see what we did, but who knows? Now or never. What did Michigan do the last time they made the playoffs? I see you, bro. JT Barrett was the QB. He was never going to beat the very elite, and you know that. He was one-dimensional as hell. I hated him as our starter. Yeah, he couldn't throw. He wasn't a good thrower, especially against elite competition. But JT, he was y'all quarterback for a while. He got a lot of y'all records because he stayed, 5 years? JT, like, I know I ain't gonna do nothing in the pros. I ain't going nowhere. You staying? Yeah. Well, I can stay. If I can stay, I'm staying. OSU got sent to the playoffs because of their brand in 2016. Should have sent PSU. Would at least scored a point. 2016. Penn State 2016. That's that year we destroyed y'all. Thought I forgot. All right. Nah, Stephen Cherry, I ain't in my feelings about the loss. That loss, I've been done got that out my. They came on here talking, bro. If you come at me on this chat, I'm gonna come for your head. I don't care if you the racist dude, and I'm gonna laugh you out of here or whoever. I'm gonna come for your head on here. Larry Ball, Shay in the 5th year. He's not gonna do it. He say he's going pro or he's done. But I don't want him back. Shay will always make that bonehead play. Don't matter how good he plays, he will always make 1 to 2 bonehead plays a game. That's just who he is. Todd B says Big Ten needs to represent. It's tougher than SEC. Let one of them come to the big house or Wisconsin or Penn State or Iowa in November. That's true. I mean, that is a thought. Them coming up to play in the R elements. Let's see. Brent says I want to play Clemson and LSU. That way they don't have excuses if we win. Well, y'all gonna get y'all a chance, most likely. Y'all gonna get y'all a chance. Tom says, hey, we started our 10th LB in that game against UM in 16. Bro, we destroyed y'all that year. That was our best team, though. Team full of seniors and juniors. Rashawn Gary was still like, what can he do? He was a young dude. Peppers was on that team beasting. We were rolling teams. Like, if you weren't that good, we were rolling you. Or if you weren't ready to play, we just rolled you. Till Wilton Spate hurt his shoulder in Iowa, and it just kind of ruined our season. Projected Mr. Crunchy Mouse projected score Bama versus UM. Who knows? It could probably be ugly, like whatever the score was of the OSU score or something, 50 to honestly. But Bama likes to run the ball, so they're gonna probably try to run the clock more. But you never know, because Don Brown is him and his scheme. He set you up to get 50 put on you. We didn't even want to put that many. He just kept running that same stupid defense. So we just said, okay, we just kept scoring. So yeah, it's all on Don Brown. If he dumb enough to play man and man blitz all game, we're gonna get destroyed by them. And that's without the run game. Because we undersized on the line. So they're gonna be able to run it on us too. So Vontae Andretti says, y'all giving the SEC too much credit this year. LSU good, but Georgia can't move the ball. It don't matter, bro. Georgia was a top 5 team. Georgia was a top 5 team. Who's the best team y'all played? Would y'all say it's Wisconsin or would you say it's Penn State? I can't say it's us because we lost to both of them. So who do you think is the best team y'all play? Whatever team you think is the best, you put them on the field against Alabama with Tua, because LSU played them with Tua. And you pick up the scraps when the game is over because they're going to get destroyed. So that them playing Alabama beats everybody you've played this year. Let's just being real, bro. Alabama, y'all the only Big Ten team that has talent to play with Alabama or Clemson or any of those teams. Y'all the only Big Ten team. Now Wisconsin can catch you if you don't have a quarterback or something. They could beat a SEC team if you ain't got a quarterback. But a team like LSU with Joe Burrow, they're gonna get rolled. Like Bama, Auburn, Florida, they just played more good teams than y'all, bro. Y'all only played 3 good teams. And it just so happened you played Wisconsin twice. That's why I said. But LSU didn't have a quarterback then. They got a quarterback now. And that's 2 years ago. I'm talking about right now, though, Jess. I'm talking about right now. Like, I've seen Big Ten teams win against the SEC and all that, but I'm talking about this year as far as OSU schedule and LSU schedule. That's what we're talking about. OSU schedule versus LSU. OSU beat Wisconsin twice, and Penn State and Wisconsin and Michigan. Yeah, I said Wisconsin 3 times for some reason, but Tom PSU. That 2016 team was. I hate that they didn't get to maximize their potential. I hate it. Stephen Cherry, Jabril and Rashawn both overrated. Bust, bro. What are you talking about? Jabril was starting for the New York Giants this year. Pick 6 on Dwayne Haskins, to be honest, to bring it up. Now, Rashawn, if you watch my stuff last year, I used to be on his head every couple games. Those of you that watched me last year know I used to be on Rashawn all the time. Rashawn didn't do much in college, but Jabril did. That's why he took home about 3-4 trophies at the end of the year, because he was a beast. Now, if Don Brown wants to run the Viper and you got to do like Jabril, then you might be able to get away with it somewhat, because you got a supremely athletic beast out there. But besides that, you can't run that. But Jabril wasn't no bust. Dude was a first round pick at safety and didn't play safety. He was playing linebacker. Think about that. You become an NFL starter for a position that you barely played in college. Y'all better think about some of this stuff before y'all just say it, man. Why is Nebraska? Hold on. Tua was on one leg in that Bama game against LSU. He looked pretty good on one leg, though, didn't he? Tua on one leg will destroy Penn State, will destroy Wisconsin, probably will destroy Michigan, because we got Don Brown, an idiot. I don't want to hear no excuses. That's just what would happen. How's Wisconsin better? They lost by 31 and 13 on a neutral field. Bro, it don't matter to me. If you think y'all better than Wisconsin, it don't matter. Well, Penn State's the best team y'all played. It don't matter to me, bro. I was just saying, is that what y'all think, OSU fans? It don't matter to me, bro. It don't matter to me which one of y'all better. It ain't us. So what do I get? The original said Auburn is going to be better next year. You're probably right. Wisconsin probably could hang with Georgia. Honestly, Wisconsin probably could hang with Georgia. I don't know if they could get it done all the way, but you're probably right about that, Vontae. Wisconsin plays tough. And that's why I say maybe Wisconsin, because Wisconsin will hit you in the mouth. They're going to have 340 and them big dudes on the offensive and defensive line that will be in the NFL. And so they're going to hit you in the mouth. So if you don't got a quarterback, but Georgia's offense is trash, so you might be right. Wisconsin might be able to beat them because they defensive coordinator, Jim Leonard, I want him at Michigan. I like Jim Leonard. I like him as he's a good defensive coordinator. Lulu said only 34 likes. Like the video, man. I know y'all at home on the couch chilling, just Bro, you sound stupid. Look at them stats between Penn State and Wisconsin. Bro, I don't care. I'm just saying. I'm asking you. I wasn't saying Penn State or Wisconsin. I was asking the OSU fans. Who would y'all say? It don't matter to me who y'all think the best. It don't, like Wisconsin, Penn State. It don't matter to me. I was asking y'all. I was saying, do you want to say Wisconsin? Do you want to? It don't matter to me which one of them is better. They ain't us. They ain't Michigan, and so it don't matter. I'm just saying. Who would y'all think is the best to go against, like the top, to go against Alabama with Tua? It don't matter. They both gonna get destroyed. Trisha Doyle, the backup QB for Penn State, is the only reason they got close to Ohio State. That's a fact. He came in and changed the game. Jay Marion, we missed our boat in 2016. We did. That would have changed everything. That would have changed everything. Let's see. Tucker Phillips says, imagine Don Brown scheming against those Bama slant routes with Tua. I don't even want to imagine that. No, Zach Howard, my bad if I messed up your last name. I live in Florida, but I grew up in Michigan. Fields was hot. PSU says Fields was hobbled against Wisconsin. He was at full strength for the PSU game. I think you got that backwards, bro. He got hurt. He got nicked up in the Penn State game. I do not. 23 Tail says, I do not believe Harbaugh will get rid of Don Brown. He did not like for people to tell him what to do. Two stubborn peas in a pot. Yeah, that's why I say they like each other, because they both stubborn. Ross Hickson said, think they can move Dax up to the Viper. I'm hoping we're not running that Viper next year. If we running the Viper next year, guess what? We're gonna have the same type of year. 4 losses. I ain't even looked at the schedule. I know we got Washington in Washington first game. I don't know how they not that good this year, but who knows what can happen next year. So we got them. I'm sure we got Michigan State. I'm sure we got OSU. And we probably got Penn State again. We can get 4 losses. That Viper ain't going to cut it. I'm so tired of that stupid defense. The Viper. Oh, we've got the number 1 ranked defense. We're going against a top 25 offense. And all of a sudden you licking your wounds when the game over. Top defense done got destroyed. That's because it wasn't a top defense. You just built up great numbers against trash teams. Ain't no top defense. Let's be 100 about it. You build up top defense. You run off top numbers against teams that have garbage offense and lackluster talent. Then you play a good team with good offensive talent, and you get shredded. It's just a fact. Don Brown's scheme, it's trash. I'm sorry, but it is. Like, after me sitting back and being a fan and watching it for what? What's this, 3-4 years? Now I know what it is. I know it all the way now. And guess what? If a casual fan that just sits on his couch and watches games over and watches the game knows that defense gets exposed every time we play good offenses, then then offensive coordinators know it too. But when they get in the media, they don't talk, oh, we're going to destroy Don Brown's defense. Don Brown's one of the best defensive coordinators in the nation. And what he does with those guys, they're flying around, they're playing well. Then when the games start, they torching them. Yeah, you don't want to pick at a dog. He might adjust. No, you let him sleeping dogs lie. Then we just go on the field and they destroy the defense. That's what they do. They hype Don Brown. He's the best. He's a great defensive coordinator. He's going to be running man. He's going to run a man blitz. This guy's going to come. We'll have Hamler on the safety, one-on-one. This should be a for sure touchdown, because if it's 3rd and long, he's going to blitz. He's going to blitz. Just wait on it. Touchdown. It ain't that hard. Everybody knows what you do. They just let you think you the best defensive coordinator, and then they eat you up when it's time to play. Get out of here. I'm sitting on my couch and I know what you're going to do. You think these dudes that get paid don't know what you finna do? Bro, talking about Don Brown just makes me mad, bro. I swear, talking about him just makes me mad. If he don't go anywhere, I'm not sure they talking to him. I'm hearing Mike Barrett. I'm hearing Barrett is next in line to be the Viper. Just says if a team prepare for another team properly and have the right players, you can beat anybody. That's a fact. Don Brown just wants to run the same stuff. So we get exposed by him. Stephen Cherry, I'm not giving Harbaugh a pass. Harbaugh's not going to get fired. The Michigan, okay, because I hate to talk about this, but the University of Michigan, they're happy with winning 9 games, 8 games, because OSU, y'all beat us every year and y'all make playoffs, y'all won championships, but the end of the day, we make more money than y'all. The end of the day, we make more money than y'all. We top 3 in money, in revenue. That's all Michigan. That's all the school. That's all they care about is getting 8-9 wins and making top 3 money. So Harbaugh ain't getting fired. He's not gonna get fired unless we keep on losing to them. Like he's gonna have to lose probably 3 more times to y'all before they want to fire him. And Harbaugh's not gonna just leave because Michigan means so much to him. Like he was born in Ohio. His dad coached at Michigan. He played at Michigan. It means something to him. So he's not just gonna leave until he realizes it just can't be done. My dog over here wants some love. You on camera, Gooch? Look. He ain't paying no attention. But yeah. The money goes to the school. I don't know where it goes, bro. They just happy with that money. Texas A&M is number 1. Texas A&M is number 1 like every year. Then it's like Alabama. Then like OSU. We top 3 in money. We get money everywhere you go. I don't care if you're in Florida, anywhere in the U.S., you're going to see people wearing Michigan gear. That's just a fact. HB, 82 HB, that's why he don't win top defensive coordinator. You're right. Because he gets exposed every year. And what's funny is when they play these teams, they give him all the respect. You know who's talking before the games, weeks before the games, and talking? It's Don Brown. And they just like, yeah, we gonna Don Brown is a great defensive coordinator. Yeah, he's one of the best. I wish we could have him here. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do this. This will be a touchdown. This should be a touchdown. And Don Brown, we're gonna show him what's up. We're gonna show him, bro. You do the same stuff. Ain't nobody is surprised. I don't understand. Nobody is surprised by what you do now, bro. It's a man defense. One-on-one coverage. You get beat, you're done. Tom PSU, I don't know what's so hard about it. What's funny is 2016, we ran a lot of zone. That's when I thought Don Brown was still good. But it shocked me is the next year, 2017, we didn't run much zone at all that year. And it's like he's gotten further and further away from zone since 2016. That 2016 year, that was the most talented team, and that's Don Brown's best year of calling defensive plays. At least from what I see. Alex Heron says Michigan basketball team balling. Yeah, that's a fact. The basketball team is holding it down. Hold on, what did it say? I thought you thought Don Brown was going to Boston College. I don't know yet. We don't know yet. He hasn't said what he. That's just rumored right now. That's just rumored right now. Hopefully he does. I just hate how it's all about the team with the fans and all that. And then y'all act like we so tied to these coaches. No, we can't get rid of Don Brown. Don Brown, he was. Y'all act like Don Brown was here as long as Bo Schembechler or something. Like he really means something to Michigan. He doesn't. He can't get it done. Get him out of here. You know why y'all tie yourself to these coaches like they really care? They don't care. When somebody offered him more money, he gonna be gone to that school. I act like y'all better go on. Yeah, we had some dudes at CB. We had Jordan Lewis. He had a pick the other day. He's on Dallas. David Long. Yeah, we had some dudes at corner. We had everything. We had it all. Let's see. To generate that kind of money and still be sorry, y'all should be pissed. Yeah. That's just what it is, bro. We make money like we're winning championships. That's the difference. A&M is number one. I'm not sure how they boosters or oil tycoon boosters or whatever, but we up there with Bama and teams like that. OSU, teams that have won recent championships and stuff. We up there with them as far as money made. Pay me $2 million a year and I'll care about whatever you want. I know that's right. We need to go up for this Citrus Bowl against Bama. Oh, get up. Bro, that game is worried. I'm gonna do my video tomorrow about tomorrow or Thursday and just break down some of the stats and what to expect. But that one makes me nervous, especially with Bonehead Shay. Shay gonna make 1 or 2 bonehead plays a game. I don't care if he's playing lights out. He's gonna make that mistake. Fred Jameson says, like Mark D'Antonio came from Ohio, he cared less about MSU the year before he got that job. Yeah. When you get that big check, when you get them checks in, you change your tune. Terry Ian says Don Brown has been exposed. His bag of tricks doesn't work. Time for a major change on defense. That's a fact. His tricks don't work. Like everybody knows him. And he still talks like like teams are going to be surprised at what he's doing. And then he comes out and runs the same stuff. Well, you really showed him. They scored 56 on you. They think you might want to shut up. They scored 60 on you last year and 50 this year. Wisconsin destroyed you. Shut up. Stop talking. How do we expose Alabama's defense? Through the air, passing it. Alabama's got a lot of young corners. Their whole secondary is young. So doing what we've been doing the last few weeks, throwing the ball. But this is going to be into it. I don't think we'll be able to run on Bama. So that goes back to the OSU game. Okay, you come out throwing the ball and it's working. Halftime, they're going to adjust to you passing. They might switch up their scheme, run man. If they were running man, run zone. They're going to switch it up. Okay, now Gaddis, what do you do now that they've switched up? Because you didn't adjust against Ohio State. You didn't adjust. We had some drops, but he didn't really adjust too much. So what are you going to do? Because we're probably not going to be able to run on Bama. Bruce McGraw said the talk is about Shay appealing for a 5th year. That act will send a couple of quarterbacks to the bro, I've talked about this before a couple times on this, but They're saying his family is saying that he's leaving. He's done. He's done. Dude can play baseball. His best bet for making millions isn't football. It's probably baseball. Guaranteed money, and you don't have to get smacked in the mouth. So if you can pick, unless you just love football, if you can pick baseball, that's the smart choice for your body and your pocket. Guaranteed money. NFL, I mean, unless you just want to be a backup quarterback, which is the backup quarterback is the best job in football. In the NFL, at least. The NFL, the backup, you have low expectations because you're the backup. So you can play like garbage as the backup QB. If you so happen to play well, you're probably going to get a payday because there's not many good backups. Or you might play well enough and they make you a starter. So the backup QB is the best job you can have. No expectations. And if you do happen to play well, you're going to get paid even more. Tucker Phillips says Harbaugh couldn't beat his own brother. You right about that. That's because he did that Harbaugh ball. And the Penn State, I talked about this a couple times. That Penn State game was it was just like that Super Bowl he lost against John. Ended about the same way. Need to score to win or tie or whatever, and you don't get it done. Tom PSU, no CTE in baseball. That's a fact. No CTE in baseball. You ball out in baseball. I was saying this earlier. 10 years, $300 million. 7 years, $275 million. 7 years. After year 4, after year 3, you're garbage. And they still have to pay you. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. You garbage halfway through the contract, and they still got to pay you. Alex Heron said we need to get players who want to play and not quit during big games, like what happened during Ohio State game during the third and fourth quarter. We just gave up and quit. That's a fact. They quit. They quit. You got to have dudes that's angry. I ain't out here playing for whatever. I'm playing for my pride now. Y'all ain't finna be out here embarrassing me. Josh Metellus, you getting dunked on. I ain't never seen this dude done jumped in the air and slammed on you. He done 5-jammer slammed you. You got to be joking. And you give him a soft push. Boy, you should have been, when you seen him coming, you should have been on a beeline towards him. And as soon as he took off, you take out his legs. That's how you prove a point. You want to jump up in the air? I'm about to flip you, dog. What you thought? You thought this was the NBA? You're supposed to be out there trying to cram dude. You giving him a soft push. He done on you. He done dunked all over you. You ought to be ashamed. For real, I'm getting Dobbins is disrespecting dudes with that. He did it last week to Wisconsin, except this time he did a Superman. He disrespectful. Dobbins be out there disrespecting dudes, boy. I can't knock him for that. He be out there disrespecting dudes, man. Bro, I want. Honestly, the dudes that I want, we can't get. I want Brett Venables, dude, Clemson's defensive coordinator. He just signed a extension this year, so I'm sure if we just, I don't know. We got enough money to throw at him, but I don't know if he want to leave. Jim Leonard. I want Jim Leonard from Wisconsin. I like what he doing. And then I've been hearing Charlie Strong for defensive coordinator. I've been hearing that a lot. Nate Kingston says, do you want NCAA football video game to come back? Bro, that was my game. I would play that game for about 8 months out the year. Like once I get that game, I'm straight for pretty much the whole year. If not, I don't need no other game. I ain't got to play Madden online, none of that. I'm on college football and I'm building a dynasty. I will play that college football game all day, every day. That was my game right there, bro. Love that game. Having to recruit, and even on a game, doing that recruiting is strenuous. Trying to get them recruits until you start winning, then you don't have to do all that extra stuff. They just gonna come. You're winning. I want to win. I'm gonna come to your school to win a championship. The big brother death taxes and losing the last 2 games of the season. Fred Jameson said Mattel is corroded. he corroded, bro. That boy dissolved. Daniel says, with Michigan overall, like we need humbleness because in basketball last year, there was some arrogance where Iggy said we are better than Duke. Yeah. You always want to remain humble because it's always somebody that can hit you in the mouth. And when you get too cocky, you leave yourself susceptible to get hit in the mouth. Tally says we need savages. Savages hunt and take what they want, not accept what they are given. The receivers lack confidence. The quarterback lacks confidence, so they can't be savages. You're right about that. You got to take what you want. If you want OSU or whoever you playing to play bad, don't hope they play bad. You make them play bad. That's what the difference. Don't hope they do a turnover. You force a turnover. Shay back there, he just dropping the ball. They didn't even force the turnover. All they had to do is come pick up the ball. Says fire Jim Harbaugh and Brown. Gaddis as interim until real coach. Yeah, bro, that's why I don't even talk about it. Harbaugh ain't going nowhere unless he want to. Like, what is he under contract till next year? Or I believe it's next year. So it ain't even no point in talking about it right now because he about to make some more money in a couple weeks or something like that. I think he gets a bonus. Brett says Lloyd Carr's teams could not be run on. Had a bend, no break defense that punched you in the mouth, and offense that was dominant. That's facts. Lloyd Carr's teams were good in the trenches. Usually had a pretty good quarterback and NFL type receivers. But we always had a defense that was a strong defense. That's why with the Don Brown and all this, we've always had good defenses from Lloyd Carr, X out the Rich Rod era. That's when he was dumb enough to think he can run the 3-3-5 in the Big Ten. X him out. Brady Hoke had good defenses. Harbaugh when DJ Durkin was here, we had good defenses. Good defenses is not our problem. We can get the scheme is the problem. The scheme is trash. It's been exposed year after year. Acting like Don Brown is the best defensive coordinator ever. If he was, when we played a bomb team, he would hold them to 14 points. He would hold them to 17 points. He don't do that. He do that against trash teams. Nate Kingston says Hinton should start for next year. I mean, it looks like Mozzie Smith and Hinton, they both going to be starting next year. Who is Dwumfor a senior or is he a junior? I'm not sure. He said you were hyped to go to the Peach Bowl last year until we got destroyed, huh? Man, I don't want to go see that, bro. I don't want to see that in person. I'm straight. I can watch that at home. Because honestly, watching it, if you really want to watch the game, being at home or somewhere where you got a huge TV and that's the best place to see it. Because when you at the game, unless you're on the 50-yard line, even if you're on the 50-yard line, if they all the way down at this end zone, you can't see everything. Or if you in this end zone and they all the way down there, you can't see everything. I mean, they got the jumbo screens and stuff, but it still ain't the same. It ain't the same as being at home and you seeing all the replays and stuff and everything. Brian Short says you should get a job with Sam Webb. Who is Sam Webb? Jay Marion says Hudson and Metellus regress to me. I don't know, bro. I felt like Metellus plays good. Some of these dudes can't play well against good competition. Metellus is one of them. The higher the competition, it seems like the worse he played. Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. I appreciate it. I can't see your name right now. Is that now or never? 23 Tails. Play the freshman problem is development. Position coaches are horrible. You're right about that. We got Harbaugh's son as a position coach. Come on, bro. Get a real running back coach. Yeah, but Metellus, Hudson, for one, Hudson got too big on the weights. If you watch him run and chase people, he waddles. He takes bad angles, and he also lost contain a ton on OSU. So you being a senior, those are freshman mistakes. Losing contain, taking bad angles like McGrone. McGrone takes bad angles, but what's he, a redshirt freshman or a sophomore? I expect him to make mistakes like that. This is his first time starting. He's a first-year starter, first-time starter. He's supposed to take bad angles and stuff like that. But seniors, Hudson, you ain't supposed to be taking bad angles. You got too big on the weights. You lost some of your agility, which you need. It's a fine line when you're working out in between getting too big and still being athletic. You have to get lean muscle. Hudson kind of bulked up to play linebacker, but he's still small. He's still only like 220 because he's just a small dude in general. So he added all that weight, but he lost agility. You need that agility. Agility is big. The big brother, our D-line will get bodied by Bama. That's a fact. We got small defensive linemen. You got dudes 285 and 290 going against 315 and 330 and stuff. You're going to get bodied. Matthew Mee says, sorry, but 62-39 and 56-27. Harbaugh needs to go before he drags out another 5 years. The player look on his personality. They need a head coach that will kick ass attitude. You're right, bro. I just don't talk about it because he's not going to get fired this year. So I'm just wasting my breath. All I can do is hope he fires Don Brown and we have good offense, good defense. All right, now you got a chance against anybody when you have both. But I just got tired of talking about Harbaugh getting fired and stuff like that because it's not going to happen. He's not going to get fired. Let's see. Hudson is slow. You're right, he is. Now, 2 years ago, Hudson was a little bit faster. He hadn't put on all that weight. When we got a new strength and conditioning coach, Hudson just took it like he was just in the weight room all day, every day. And when he did that, he got bigger, but he lost agility. When he runs, he waddles. That's how I know you done got too big. You can't even run right anymore. The original, both are a liability. Yep, the better the team, you're right. You're right. I'm ready for them to go. I'm ready for Hudson, Metellus, and Glasgow to all go. I'm kind of ready for Lavert Hill to go too. He's a senior. He'll be gone, but He dropped picks. He had a pick right here in the OSU game on a little dud ball. He kind of jumped. He dropped it. You got to make plays. Big time players make big time plays. Do I think Brandon Gamble says, you think Chris Evans is going to do anything when he comes back? Chris Evans will probably help us in the passing game. He's that type of dude. He's a good dude out the backfield. Bring back Eric Gray. Eric Gray. What team was Eric Gray on? In the summer of 2015, if you told me that in the 5th year he would get an ass whooping against Wisconsin and drop 5 games to OSU, I'd rather said you're smoking crack. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, and you just reminded me of something. I had a real awakening Saturday watching Wisconsin against OSU. Like I had a real awakening and a real reality check. You know, I keep it real, but I had a real personal reality check. Like I'm sitting here, I'm watching Wisconsin play OSU in the Big Ten championship. We lost to Wisconsin, bro. We losing to Wisconsin every other year. Penn State every other year. Still, like, come on, bro. Really? We losing to Wisconsin every other year. We used to dominate Wisconsin. Like, they'd get us, like, once every 4 years or something when they got a senior-led team or something. Every other year, though. We beat them in Wisconsin, Penn State and Wisconsin every other year now, pretty much. Disgusting. It's true, though. OSU or Clemson? I got to say Clemson. I got more faith in Clemson. Like, I got some faith in OSU. I know they got the talent, but I got more faith in Clemson because they've been there. But I wouldn't be surprised if OSU beat them, to tell the truth. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Hudson should have played running back. Bro was a man in high school at running back. You might be right. Harbaugh lets Don Brown get the best recruits a lot of the time. He lets him, if a dude plays both ways, he usually lets Don Brown have them. And that's a mistake because we need a complete back at running back. That's a problem. We need a complete back at running back. Yeah, Evans is fast, but we also got to remember he took a year off. When you take a year off from any sport, you don't get better. You lose agility. You usually lose a bit of agility, a bit of speed, everything, because you don't get better by not playing at a high level, not practicing at a high level. And you can say what you want. We learned that from Michael Jordan. When Jordan came back, he wasn't at the level when he left. That's just a fact. We learned that from Mike Vick. When Vick went to jail. Supreme athlete, supreme speed. He lost a little bit of both. You lose a little bit when you don't play. When you're not at practice every day, when you're not playing against top talent, you lose something. Demo, bring back Don Brown. Demo, Mac Brown. Eric Gray is back from Memphis. Boy, if you don't get your trash self out, Mac Brown. Eric Gray should have came to Michigan. He would have had a better chance of going somewhere than Tennessee. That's just saying you want to lose. I just want to put up some numbers, I guess. You might not even be able to put up numbers. Jay Harbaugh never played running back, therefore cannot recruit the prototype running back because Jay doesn't know what he's looking for. Look at stars, not performance. You're right about that, Mugambi. You're right about that. Honestly, Harbaugh, just give him a job and give him a check. He should be recruiting and stuff. He shouldn't be an actual coach. He should just be on your staff. Ain't nobody gonna come at you for it. It's your son. We know. Aretha Vargas Rezo, what are you talking about? Bro, don't come in here speaking that jibber jabber, whatever you speaking, bro. Bro, what are you talking about? I can't even give you the I can't even get on your head because you don't wrote this jibber jabber stuff, whatever you talking in here. Come on, bro. Come correct before you try to come for me. Before I come for your head with this jibber jabber nonsense you done wrote in here. I hope you ain't talking to me because if I had to take the time to get on your head, I will take the time. I don't have a problem. Aretha Vargas Razo, Quinientos. Let's see. OSU is just getting better players than everyone else. So now that's a fact, and they got good coaching, so they got the best of both. Let's see. The only things my page didn't jump. It's lose if we beat Bama. Most of their starters may sit. We will most likely play third. They ain't gonna have that many starters, bro. Well, I have to look at who exactly is trying to go pro and all that stuff. I know their secondary is pretty much all young. That's why they play so bad. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna get ready to end this in about a couple minutes, y'all. Because I think it only lets me go 2 hours. I can go longer, but it won't record it. And I try to record it so everybody can see. Let's see. Who should start at QB next year? I'm Joe Milton. I'm Joe Milton all the way. You got the size, you got athleticism, you got a cannon and arm. So all that is potential. His ceiling is higher than Dylan's. It's higher than Shay's. Joe's got the highest ceiling for college. We're not talking about NFL. We're talking about college. His potential is the highest. I would rock with that. When you exactly, but you got a dude who probably wants to be the next Cam Newton. That's why I say he did the Superman. He did the Superman. Those dudes put teams on their back. You might have most of those dudes have 1 year where they're learning what they can and can't do and how to make the throws or whatever. Usually that second year, that's when they all of a sudden it clicks for them and they become unstoppable. Milton and Haskins in the backfield can be nice. You're right about that. Bruce McGraw, LSU will go all the way this year. That's who I got for going all the way is LSU. It's hard to beat a quarterback that plays that good. Joe Burrow is the truth. It's hard to beat somebody that's that good at quarterback. Daniel says, I had dreams about Michigan beating OSU like I had it where it feels real, like the feeling's depth of joy, something I am hungry for, seeing it in reality. Yeah. And I think a dude like Joe wouldn't be overwhelmed once he got his feet up under him as the starter. That's why I say a lot of these dudes like Joe, those big dudes and that have cannons and are athletic, that first year they start, they lose a couple games. That next year, they'll go undefeated or be close to it because they already know they're a freak athlete. It just takes them to learn what they can get away with and what they can't. Dude like Vince Young, Cam Newton, they could get away with pretty much anything. Once they decide to run, say goodnight. You ain't finna tackle me. Deshaun Watson the same way. Keep sleeping on Fields, Johnny. Get back on here. Bro, I like Joe Burrow he's a beast, bro. Like, no offense to Fields. Fields is a beast, but he's not reading the field like Burrow. He's just not. Joe Burrow is the top pick. He will be the top pick in the draft. When I watch him, I'm like, that's what a quarterback is supposed to be. Beat you with his legs. He will pick up yards with his legs, knows his throws he's got to make, will scramble and make time, can sit in the pocket and will get hit in the mouth while throwing a dart. He just does everything well. Hits his check downs, knows when the blitz is coming. And if the blitz gets through, he hits his check down, or he might make a miss and get some yards. He does everything well, bro. I mean, how can you hate on Joe Burrow? Dude, exactly, Jake. 5,000 yards and 50 TDs. Like, dude is a beast. Jay Marion says Joe broke every passing record in Ohio in the son of a coach. He plays like the son of a coach. And that's what I try to tell people, Michigan fans, about this practice. Because Ed Orgeron says he don't look like that in practice. Like, y'all think he does this, what he does in the game in practice. He don't do that in practice. He don't look that good in practice. Practice ain't the game, y'all. I'm gonna make some t-shirts. I'm supposed to be getting some shirts made. My boy's gonna help me with some shirts. Clemson all the way. I see you, Dane. So I'm gonna get some shirts made. I might put that on one of them. Practice ain't the game. Because a lot of y'all think the coaches see him in practice. Practice is not the game. Y'all got to learn. Lizzo, boy, you just reminded me. Lizzo, that nonsense with Lizzo degrading black women like that. For all y'all watching my stuff, y'all, I'm about to hit the gym when I get off of here. I'm going to eat and hit the gym. All y'all, get in shape, y'all, especially men, women, whoever. Make sure to hit the gym and stay in shape, y'all. Stay healthy. You got to hit the gym. It ain't cool out here being obese and getting diabetes and all that type of stuff, y'all. Let's stay fit and in shape and healthy. No, don't follow this nonsense. Being fat is not a badge of honor. I put on a couple pounds myself. I'm trying to lose them. It ain't no badge of honor being out of shape. Let's see. This is a new staff, and he should be reading the field, and that's well. He's fifth-year senior. He's older than Lamar Jackson. He a beast. That's all I know, bro. He a beast. Fred Jameson said, ride 15 miles on a bike. Big brother, body accept. It's a joke, y'all. I had to talk on this because me and my boy been arguing about it all day. Like, if you're not in shape, bro, and this is for whether you got kids or yourself, get in the gym. Get in the gym. Start off slow. You ain't got to go in there and watching everybody hitting the weights and all this, and get your routine and slowly build up on it, y'all. Don't buy into all this body acceptance and it's good to be fat and I'm fine with my body. Are you fine with type 2 diabetes? Are you fine with high blood pressure? No, man, get in the gym. And now, if you can't lose weight and you put in the work, that's fine. But if you ain't putting in the work and you just I'm fat and I love it and all this stuff, come on, that's nonsense, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with all this type of stuff. We ain't rocking like that over here. We got to go to the gym. If you're not in the shape, bro, If you're not in shape, whether you a female, male on my video, start getting in shape, man. Do that for yourself. Don't do it for me and nobody else. Do it for yourself. For real. And especially if you got kids or anything like that, get in the gym, man. Start taking what Big Brother says. Take pride in your health. For real. Like it ain't a game. It ain't a game out here. Like they trying to accept this and this Lizzo and all this. You obese and come on. Get in the gym and let's come on. Let's stop that. Stop all that. Jake Leno said, I did 50 crunches this morning. They were little Nestle crunches, though. Does that still count? Depending on how many, if you did 50 of them, it don't, bro. You need to stop. You ain't doing too much. Because I'm short. I work out. But I got up to almost 220. You really couldn't tell because I'm kind of muscular up top. But that's obese. That's obese for my height because I'm short. I'm like 5'8", 5'9". So that's obese. Even though I got a lot of muscle on me, I had to get it back and get serious on not just working out, but this time I got to do some cardio now. I gotta go and do cardio and watch what I'm eating. For real, y'all. Take y'all health seriously, y'all. Fat means joint pain. Yeah, it's going to take a while for us to be in natty shape. But if you got a team full of seniors and juniors and you maximize them with coaching, you can make a playoff and maybe win a championship if you have that. And you should have that every couple years because you're going to have some good recruits. Now you got to maximize the recruits and maximize the coaching them up. And then you can get into it. Bro said, how old are you, bro? Oh, I'm 32, bro. I know I don't look that old, but I'm in my 30s. Alexis Heron says, Weight Watchers. Whatever you got to do. For real. Don't buy into all this stuff they be trying to feed us on TV about this accepting I'm fat and I'm just fat. That's what I am. It ain't body shit. When I look at myself and I'm fat, if somebody call me fat, this is the thing. We done got all the speaking the truth. Somebody called me fat and I go in the bathroom and pull up my shirt and I got a big gut. They wasn't lying. I'm fat. They wasn't lying. Sometimes you gotta take a reality check on what's going on. Like they wasn't lying. I'm looking at myself and I'm fat. This ain't healthy. This ain't good. It's just truth. Sometimes we get this. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it's the truth. Like, don't use it as, and that's what you can use that with football, anything. Oh, y'all ain't gonna beat Alabama. Y'all can't beat Alabama. Okay, use it as motivation. Oh, you fat. You fat. Okay, guess what? I'm about to go hit the gym and I'm about to work to not be fat because it's not good. Just if you anorexic, well, I ain't gonna say anorexic, but if you too skinny to where it's unhealthy, you need to be eating more. What's right is right. I mean, let's just be real. Somebody tell me I'm fat and my gut hanging. Wait a minute. I am fat. I gotta go to the gym. I ain't finna sit around and pout. Brian Hoop says sin is leading cause of death. You ain't lying about that. Heart disease is the leading cause of death. Big Brother says, yeah, because everything we eat is bad for y'all. It's bad for us. I know some of y'all don't want to hear some of this stuff, but it is what it is. We just talking now. We done talked about everything else anyway. But yeah, half of the stuff we eat is bad for us, y'all. Like, I stopped eating meat for 2 weeks, and I could tell the difference on everything that I was, just the way my energy, my my sleep pattern. Like I could tell the difference in all that stuff just when I stopped eating meat, because everything we eat's got steroids and pesticides, and it's just horrible for you. Somebody said I did a push-up for every Rutgers point. Daniel says it would be cool if all fans were practice in the game shirts in home games. Yeah. We got to do something about these home games against OSU. Y'all got to show up, man. Stephen Cherry, am I vegan? I went vegan. Sometimes when I'm trying to lose weight and give my immune system a jump start, I'll stop eating meat for weeks, or I think the longest I went was like a month or two. So I've done it before. I did it a couple weeks ago. It's hard because I like to work out. So it was hard trying to substitute my protein. I was having trouble trying to figure out what I wanted to eat to substitute the protein, because I was just eating salads, cucumbers, celery, all that type of stuff. Big brother says, I go to every game and I stayed until the end of the OSU game. We need more fans like you, bro. If Ryan Day keeps eating McDonald's, he's going to get fat. Show up or show out. Y'all silly, man. Oh, man. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. On that note, I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate everybody. Subscribe. If you're not a subscriber and you enjoy this stuff, subscribe. Like, share. I'm going to do another video about the Bama OSU, and then I'm going to get out of here, y'all. And then I'm about to get out of here, y'all. So I always enjoy the lives. I always enjoy talking to y'all, and I appreciate it. Exactly, Big G's. Big D's. You right about that. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate the love, Brian Hoops. Lulu, I appreciate you getting on everybody to like. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. I'm about to eat and hit the gym. And always go blue.